Good morning, good afternoon. Happy Tuesday. It's a chilly day up in Minnesota here. If you're with me here, the wind chill's about -30. So I don't know how many people are going to get outside today. I want to give you a nice midday stretch, wake up some parts of our body, get our energy moving in the right direction, help you out, especially if you can't get outside today. So let's go ahead and sit up nice and tall. Bixby joined me here today. I don't know if you can see him down here, but he's here with us. So hi, Bix. There he is. All right, sit up nice and tall. Let's go ahead and bring one hand to our heart, one hand to our belly. Let's just take a moment to connect with that breath. Even if you're sitting at a desk or you're sitting in a space where there's lots of people, gently close those eyes for a moment or look down at the floor and just bring all of your attention, all of your focus right to that breath. Just feeling the heart beat. Feel your belly rise and fall with each breath. Drawing in that breath to soften our belly, soften our heart, soften our muscles, our joints. Take one more big breath here. Breathe it right down into that belly. See if you can get your hand to rise and fall with that breath. And then when you're ready, go ahead and release your hands. Shake it off a little bit. We're going to start with a little bit of tapping today. Tapping can be really helpful for the immune system. It can be helpful for getting us grounded, helping us connect with our good energy, and to help us wake up a little bit. So we're going to start with tapping right on our chest here. Go down about an inch from the collarbone here, down to the softer area, and you can thump, okay? You can make your hands into little C's if you want, or little beaks. We're gonna thump right here, tap right here, taking some big breaths in through your nose, and then a really nice big exhale. Pretend as if nobody can hear you. Take the biggest inhale, the biggest exhale you can. Wake up your energy. Let's get it moving in the right direction. If it's really sore and that's too intense for you, you can always massage. You can always just move it around here a little bit. Whatever feels good for you, okay? Whenever you're doing these videos with me or anybody else, remember this is your practice. Do what makes you feel comfortable, okay? What helps you feel safe, connected to yourself and aware. All right, let's take our hand right down to the sternum here. You can take one hand, you can take both hands, thump it out, tap it out. You can massage it. Sometimes this is a little bit sore, this sternum area. Take some big breaths right here. Breathe in and breathe it out. Wake up. All right, let's go ahead and move those hands to the outside of that rib cage. You can go ahead and tap here, thump here a little bit. Big breath in, big breath out. Or if that's too intense, go ahead and massage it out a little bit. Whatever you want to do here. Big breath. Go ahead and shake it off. We'll take those hands right below our eyes. We're going to gently tap right here below the pupils on that bone right below your eyes. If you want to, you can tap along that orbital bone too. If it feels good for you. Big breath. And go ahead and shake it off. Release it off. Bring your hands to your heart center. Excuse me, moving my necklace back here. Bring your hands right to your heart center. Sit up nice and tall. Let's gather up some air as we scoop it up. Breathe it in. Exhale it out. 2 more. One more. Breathe it in. Release one hand to your forehead, one to the back of your head. Press those hands together. Soften the shoulders. Allow your shoulder blades to slide right down your back. Find big breath here. And release your hands to your side when you're ready and shake it off. All right, for those of you working at the computer or texting, Snapchatting, whatever you need to do, let's move our wrists a little bit here. Let's stretch out our forearms, make a fist, and make some circles here if that feels good. Otherwise, if you want, you can open up your hands if that feels better. Whatever you want to do here, just wake up those wrists, stretch them out both directions. All right, let's bring that left hand out in front of us with the fingers pointing up. Draw those fingers in towards your chest for a nice stretch here through the forearm. If you wanted to add a little bit of movement, you can. You can rock it gently just a little bit here. Big breath. Sit up nice and tall. Go ahead and release those fingertips down towards the floor. Wiggle it out. Draw that hand in towards your belly. Notice how this feels. If you want to, you can flip that palm out too. You can do both if you want. You decide. Big breath here. And then shake it off. Let's move to the other side here. Fingertips pointing up towards the ceiling. Draw those fingers in towards your chest here for a big breath. Add that movement if you want. A little bit of movement, a little wiggle. And release those fingertips down towards the floor. Wiggle it out. Draw that hand in towards your belly. Find your breath. Flip that palm out if you want for a breath or two here. And go ahead and shake it off. Very nice. All right, let's bring those hands together. Interlace your fingers together. We'll stretch our hands up in front of us as far as you want to take it. Here we go. We're going to wake ourselves up here. Drop your chin towards your chest if that feels all right for you. Taking that nice big inhale through your nose. All the way down to your belly, your toes, and exhale it out. Feel that rhythm. We're going to add some movement to our breath. Let's go ahead and reach those hands out only as far as is comfortable for you today. Big breath in. Big exhale. Go ahead and round your spine. Drop your chin towards your chest. We'll breathe in, reach up. Give a little bend to the back. Exhale it out. And breathe it in. Lift it up. If your shoulders are sore, drop those hands down to your knees and go ahead and just do a seated cat-cow, basically is what we'll be doing. So take a couple more of these, and I'll show you if you have shoulder issues. Here's what you can do to modify it. Bringing those hands to your knees, opening up, big breath in. Big exhale, slide those hands down to your knees, round your spine. Same type of movement, but we're just going to eliminate that tension for our shoulders. We'll take one or two more here with your breath at your own pace. And let's unwind it here, slowly, gently. Unwind that spine. Last thing to come up is your head. Nice. All right. Take a shoulder roll or a shrug if you want to. All right, let's cross our left arm over. If you could straighten it, that's okay. If you want to bend it, that's okay. Whatever feels good for you, okay? Just notice. We're doing a little check-in right here. See how it feels for you, not for me, okay? And take your palm of your hand, bring it to your arm, or you can make a fist. Draw that arm in towards your chest. You could draw it away from that shoulder socket just a little bit if that feels okay. Sit up nice and tall though. Think about pressing down into the feet, lifting up and out through the top of the head. Find one more big breath here. All right, let's switch it up. Here we go. Draw that opposite arm across your chest. Same thing. Take that palm to your arm to make a fist if you want. Whatever feels good. You can play around too. This is your practice. Whatever feels good for you here. One more big breath here. All right, unwrap those arms. Let's gather up that air again. Breathe in. Take it down into a forward fold from here. Release. Press your chest down towards your legs. Let your head get heavy here, opening through the spine. Feel free to shake your head no if you want. Nod your head if that feels good. Take one more breath here. And we're going to stretch out that back, flatten it out. We're going to come up in a healthy way here. That's not going to hurt our low back, hopefully. Bring your hands right to your knees. Stretch out that spine and lift up again. Nice. All right, we're going to do this a few more times. Breathe in. Exhale it forward. Release your hands down. Let your head get heavy. Let's come up halfway. Press into those legs. Here we go. Coming up. Big breath in. Exhale them down again. Release your head. All right, and then we're going to reach those hands all the way up towards the ceiling. Let's come into a little bit of a back bend. Look up towards the ceiling if you're able to. Press that sternum, this part right here in your chest. Lift it up, press it up towards the ceiling to open through the shoulders. Let's add a twist now. Take your left hand over to the right side of your body. Could be your knee, could be your shin, could be your ankle, your toes. It's up to you. Take that big breath here. Float those fingertips all the way back up again. Big breath. Let's do one more heart opener here. Lift that sternum and twist to the other side. Here we go. Hinging it forward. Float those hands down as far as you can take it. Let that heart press down, sink down towards your legs. All right, engage that core. Here we go. We're coming up here. Nice big flat back if you can. Big breath in. And release your hands back down to your heart center. Add a little twist here today. Press your fingertips up towards the sky. We're going to rotate through the rib cage. Keep your feet where they are, and we're going to twist it. Release your hands down as far as you can take it. And then reach all the way back up. Breathe in. Exhale it out to the other side. And come all the way back up to center. Breathe it in. Exhale your hands back to your heart center. Nice. Big breath. Breathe in. Gather up that air. Exhale it out. And breathe it in. Let it go. One more. Breathe in. Release one hand to your forehead, one to the back. Press together. If you don't like that hand on the back of your head, go ahead and move it to your heart or move it to your belly, sitting up nice and tall. And release your hands down to your sides and shake it off. All right, we're going to do a little bit movement for our legs here. Come up onto the balls of your feet. Come up onto those toes. Stretch it out a little bit here. Rock the feet a little bit. If you haven't been moving around much today, let's go ahead and wake up those feet. And if you want to, you could kind of rock them from side to side a little bit. Come up onto the balls of the foot. We're going to do that same type of movement here. Rock it from side to side a little bit. Think about that nice long spine. We're still lifting up the top of the head here. Big breath. Rock it. Nice. And bring those feet back to center. Go ahead and plant those heels back down on the floor. Let's grab our left knee. Draw it in towards our belly. Take it in as far as you can comfortably. We're going to add some movement here. If you want to add circles, you can do that. If you want to move it up and down, you can do that. Round and round, whatever feels good. Open it up a little bit here. And take a couple more big breaths. And we'll draw that knee right in towards our belly. Big breath. And release it. Press down on the floor. All right, here we go. Other knee. Let's lift it. Same thing over here. You decide what you want to do. What feels good for you. Circles, rocking it side to side, up and down. You choose. One more big breath. And then we'll draw that knee in towards our belly again. Press it in and release that foot all the way back down. Nice. Reach your hands all the way up towards the ceiling. Let's fold it forward. We're gonna give ourselves a big hug down here. Grab those shins, tuck your chin into your knees, round that spine for a nice big breath here. All right, make your way up here by pressing into that belly button. So we're gonna engage the core to help us lift ourselves all the way back up, unwinding it here. Last thing to come up is your head. Nice. Stretch your feet out in front of you if you're able to, and flex those feet out back up just a little bit so you can see. I'm gonna flex my feet. You still can't see my feet, sorry. Sit up nice and tall here. Get yourself comfy. Hang on if you need to. Feel safe. Reach those hands all the way up. Gather up some air. Big breath. We're going to hinge forward for one last forward fold here. Hinging it forward as if someone's pressing gently on your low back. Drawing your chest down towards your legs. Flat back if you can. Lifting up and out to the top of your head. Now go ahead and slowly, gently press that chest towards your legs a little bit, gently. Big breath here. And then when you're ready, flatten out that back again. Lift up the top of your head. We'll walk those hands all the way back up again, pressing into the legs. Go ahead and draw those feet back up towards your chair, and you can tap it out a little bit here. Shake it out. All right, let's do one more final twist before we end our practice today. Sitting up really tall, let's rotate the rib cage, lift up and up to the top of your head, shoulder blades right down your back. One more breath. Unwind it, come back to center, and switch other side. Twist it. Wring out that spine as if you're wringing out a towel. And come all the way back to heart center. Shake it off. Wiggle it out. All right. Bringing your hands right to your forehead. We're going to swipe those fingertips right down our temples. Draw those hands up over your ears as if you're tucking hair behind your ears. Drawing those fingers right down that bone behind your ear a few times. And then whenever you're ready, go ahead and draw those hands right down to the base of the neck. Press down. A few big breaths. And hands to your heart center for a few breaths. Find that big breath. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale it out through your mouth. And one more. Breathe it in. Let it all go. And shake it out. All right, folks. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Happy Tuesday. Take care.